a couple folks sent me some SimpCast submissions. I want to try to bring them on the screen because Sarah, you had a very impressive submission.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Like you came out the gate, I was like, who knows?
It's
you came out strong.
I did. Every time I tell people that happened, they're like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, I have the essay to prove it.
So what happened?
Someone sent Sarah an essay. Yeah, set this up, Sarah, while I am finding this.
I'll explain the story. So, like, someone had messaged me on Twitter and was like, hey, I want to be your pay pig. Like, let me send you money. Generally, they're, like, not legit, but I always just reply and I'm like, okay, send $100 to my Cash App, whatever. And he, like, actually sent it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm not like a dom. Like, I don't know how to like control men or like tell men what to do. That's like not my thing. So he's like, you should make me do stuff for you. Like, can I write an essay? Can I cook you dinner? And I'm like, okay,
and I was
like, I don't know what to say. I was like, write a 1,000-word essay about why I'm better than Ron Paul. And like, he actually did it. And then I had another simp the next day send the same thing, and I again didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, this time write one about how I'm better than Ron DeSantis. So I got 2 essays in the same weekend, one about why I'm better than Ron Paul, one about why I'm better than Ron DeSantis, from 2 different people.
Look at that excellent typing and paragraphing, double spaced and
everything. Yeah, it was great.
So before I start reading this, I'm gonna bring in our final simp gal, also a YouTube gaming icon, one of my favorite, I think, internet trolls. I mean that in the kindest, best way possible. Brittany Venti, what's up, girl?
Hey, hi.
Brittany is back. She had a lot of strong simp entries the last time we got together. So let's get we got a lot here tonight. I'm very excited to share all these simp stories. So I'm going to begin reading this crazy ass email. Okay, here we go. The Perfection Incarnate, Why Sarah is Better Than Ron Paul. Like, that's quite the title.
This is already amazing. He really gave the preview of what this is going to be about, like a wedding invitation. Yeah. I love it.
Like, I'm actually convinced I'm better than Ron Paul after this essay. So,
wow.
So he gets an A.
Yeah, okay. Definitely.
And just tell me, interrupt if I should skip over anything, because I mean,
I honestly haven't read it in a while, but yeah, you can just
When did you get this?
This was the day that I launched my Patreon, so this was my birthday. This was my birthday. They were sending me money for my birthday too, so that was a good weekend for me. But.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Okay. You sound great.
I was gonna say, Chrissy had me hostage in the green screen room.
I know. I was holding you in the green room. Okay, here we go. Perfection Incarnate, Why Sarah is Better Than Ron Paul. Throughout history, there have been many great thinkers that have forwarded the cause of liberty. From John Locke to Milton Friedman, there have been countless men who have promoted freedom from government tyranny. The most notable man in recent times is, without question, Ron Paul, a hero by any reasonable standard. Paul managed to spread his ideas to hundreds of thousands, if not millions, throughout his presidential runs. His message helped change today's political landscape. I want to skip to the part where he's talking about you. Okay.
Yeah,
His accomplishments might be great. This paper has expressed the goal of proving that Sarah, the Liberty Thot, is even better than him. The following will lay out in great detail why she's so much better and give what the author believes to be an overwhelming, compelling argument as to why she deserves the respect of every liberty-leaning individual. I mean, I think you can have. This is a bold claim he's making. Okay.
Yeah, the whole thing's quite bold.
And then he goes on to say, you should get extra credit from, throughout time, women have been trained at a young age to not take themselves seriously. I don't know if I was trained. I don't know if women are trained.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's quite true.
I love this is very much from the perspective of a man. Like, women are trained at a young age to not take themselves seriously. Us men don't take you seriously. It must be because of all that training.
It's our fault.
Yeah, this is immoral and wrong. This must mean that it takes extra courage for a woman to speak out. Talking about libertarianism, it's a boys' club. This means only women with the highest integrity and intellect would speak up in defense of liberty. I guess that's true because all of us are kind of I think the podcast and sort of libertarian world is more guys than girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to get to the point where he starts calling you goddess, because that's when I started to heat up. Okay, it's a boys' club, but a woman, incredible beauty such as Sarah doesn't have to gain the approval of men. A woman like her could have everything handed to her and rightfully deserves it. Yet she still takes the unbeaten path. My dick, no. Goddess Sarah defends freedom and liberty because of her overwhelming virtue. This is something truly spectacular. Not only is she an advocate of a just cause, but she possesses a divine feminine power and embraces it. This is where it gets good. Just tonight, she drained the author of this paper's bank account of $250. So it was. I hope it wasn't his last $250.
I think it might have been.
Oof.
More.
And he used his last 25 cents to write this email. Okay. She embraces her rightful place as ruler over a pathetic virgin beta simps like this author, and she knows her rightful place is sharing her wisdom on political party. She is the full package. It continues. When men like this is funny. Okay, when men like Ron Paul are heroic in their own right, the only beings deserving of true worship are women. The woman is naturally superior to the beta male. This is proven by his innate, uncontrollable desire to serve his female superiors. So then, a woman who picks up the torch of liberty and carries on that heroic fight is to be exalted on the highest level. She should be worshipped above all else. A woman such as Goddess Sarah is of such high value that her entire life should be bankrolled by inferior men, such as this author.
Wow.
She should never work a day in her life. Her existence should be an endless vacation to exotic resorts paid for by the heart.
I agree with that.
If this doesn't inspire you to get into Findom, I don't know what is. Like, I look at this and I'm like, I feel like we should all jump into this.
What are we doing? Right. Why are we not doing that right now?
And I've had people ask me to do this, and I just can't figure it out. And I'm just like, you deserve better. Yeah. Like, I'm totally the opposite. No. Like, I can't. I'm like,
you have to like not feel bad at all about taking their money, or it's never going to work. You have to accept it and embrace it.
So fascinated by you, Sarah. Okay. Existence should be endless vacation to exotic resorts paid for by the hard work of pathetic simps. It would be their highest honor to simply pay for her pedicure. Her divine feminine allure carries great influence on the culture. She had the power to mold minds and awaken an individual spirit within the hearts of those who gaze upon her. She sits upon her throne in her infinite wisdom. So then let your freedom be her freedom. As a beta male, work your job knowing you will be giving up 10% of your income to Goddess Sarah. It is a tax to fund a just cause. The cause of spreading liberty. Sounds like he wants to spread a little bit more than liberty.
Right.
I think that men should just not talk and instead dispense money.
I mean, a girl can dream. 10%. Isn't that what they say you should be giving to your church?
Yeah.
Is that how much they're supposed to give to church? Holy shit. 10%,
yeah.
Good thing I was not.
I'm technically the goddess, so yeah.
I've deleted all these words though. Like,
this is a lot of words. Yeah.
Like, dispensing money is just quicker and to the point.
Right, but like he wanted to do something for me. Like he wants to do that.
He could by shutting the fuck up.
Right.
And caging himself.
Honestly, the main reason that I did it was more to like post on Twitter and like have my followers entertained. I didn't really need this essay for myself, but like, yeah, people enjoyed it. So
does he also like to be humiliated publicly?
That's a big thing too.
Yeah. He but I never tagged him in this because he just didn't deserve it. Because he didn't pay and then he kind of
I've had a guy
he deactivated his account. Yeah. I actually think he might have just messaged me again, but we'll see.
I hope he's watching. If he's a true simp,
he probably is watching. That's why I don't want to talk about him too much because he hasn't sent me money yet. But
nice.
I want to get to this because this is a compliment from Guillerme Quintal. Simp power activate. Did you lose weight, beautiful? I hope you're talking to all of us, actually. from Crash Mondo. Simpin' ain't easy. I think simpin' is pretty easy.
It's pretty easy.
All you need to know is to shut up and dispense money. It's really not that hard, guys.
Love jobs for Kyle. A pineapple seems like one of the least comfortable produce items to introduce onto the swinger scene.
Totally.
Yeah, I would think the banana would be the go-to.
Optimal.
Yeah.
A cucumber?
Like, cucumber. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. From Robot Sean, I would for you girls anytime, especially Chrissy. Not that you girls are not lovely in your own right, but Chrissy makes me laugh, and that's an A+ in my book. Thank you for
should be
grading me so highly. Okay, I want to make sure I get this before I miss any other ones. From Crash Mondo, I stand corrected. Okay, I want to make sure I'm not missing any gems from this essay here. First of all, I'm already so jealous. I know I'm 1.5 pages into this, but it's like I haven't had a man pay for shit for me since my dad, like since I was an actual dependent. So I feel like this is like opening up other than a birthday, other than like a sort of obligated gift giving time, not just like I don't know. I'm seething in jealousy. Okay, here we go. Talking about spreading libertarian ideals. He is very happy referring to himself as beta male over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Praising her personally. Goddess Sarah, you possess the inner and outer beauty which inspires the painter to paint, the musician to write the most beautiful song, and the architect to erect the highest skyscraper in an attempt to how many architects do you think you talk to on a given basis? So then let your beauty and power reign over every beta male you encounter. Use them to your liking. Give them purpose by controlling their every thought, word, and action. Take their money, time, and energy. Humiliate these simps for your amusement. You are greater than Aristotle, John Locke, Ron Paul, and any other many who have ever lived. You are so much more. You are a woman. And you are a free thinker. You are so much, despite the fact that you could get away with simply being pretty. You are courageous, despite the fact that the world would tell you your opinions matter less than those of a man's. No, it sounds like you're just saying that. You are this author's world, his inspiration, his goddess. You are perfection incarnate. And God, this is another one. Is this the same guy or is this a different?
That was a different guy. So because like it all happened so fast in the same weekend, and I had like never done fandom before, so I'm just like, okay, you're gonna write about Ron DeSantis. I was just gonna go through all the politicians, like
all the Rons,
all the people that all the semi-based politicians, which isn't a lot of them, but.
I wish there was a better way for me to like zoom this essay out. Okay, this is so funny. My essay on why Goddess Liberty Thot is better than Ron DeSantis. My perfect and amazing goddess is better than Ron DeSantis. 1, because she is the most amazing, dominant, incredible woman to ever exist. Because her political stances and opinions are much stronger and more consistent. Liberty Thot knows how to lead and take command. She is a powerful and persuasive leader. She knows when to be in charge and can handle any problem that comes her way. This is more just like compliments rather than like I want to get something sexual out here. Right. You're a goddess among us. I guess that's a goddess thing is like common among the
goddess thing is like really popular. And they're always like, what should I call you? And I was just going off what the other dude called me. I was like, all right, we're gonna go with goddess. I literally had no idea what I was doing. But I think I did pretty good for never doing fandom before. I was like,
yeah.
And
yeah, I'm a little ignorant. What is fandom?
Financial domination. So it's like where you get men to just like send you money, like pay pigs. A lot of them like to be bullied or.
I love her facial reaction to that. Like, oh, okay, this is a normal reality to live on. I love being on the same planet as these people.
Let's see. I want to see if there's anything sexual in here that I'm missing. Every single male should be worshiping Liberty Thot. She should be used as the textbook example of what true beauty brings. This is too respectful. I'm like, I want to skim through this. This is just, this is your standard. You're unstoppable. This is like, this person's really gassing you up.
Well, he had 1,000 words to do, so You got to put some
Right,
fillers
he
in
had
there
to fill
too.
it.
Got to fluff it up.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's like this is like you're gonna feel like you are back in high school. I'm giving you like
This is like the
a
entrance
word
Did you
exam
exam.
for
grade any of
Rutgers.
them? Like your grammar is wrong. You spelled this wrong.
I was like super drunk at a festival all that weekend, so I'm pretty sure I was just like, "These are great. Then like, just send more money. I need drinks."
This
It
is
wasn't
amazing.
like I was like, "I'm not trying to bully you guys that much. I'm trying to like go to this music festival." But
I'm sorry if you explained this already, Sarah. How did you meet these guys?
they just slide in your DMs on Twitter. I have my DMs on, which is a fun time.
Ooh.
But whenever they want to send me money or they want to be a pay pig, I'll just be like, okay, send $100 deposit to my Cash App. And if they don't instantly send it, you just block them because they're just not being serious. But if they're serious, they'll send it right away. And yeah, they just find you on Twitter.
I don't know how you're going to top these two as the first two out of the gate.
I can't because I'm not even really like on. Yeah,
I feel bad for the next few guys that don't measure up.